Go. There you go. Got the wrong start. There we go. Are you speaking? Are you not ready? Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can now.
Yeah. How we doing?
Great. You noticed I put the wrong start up.
Yeah. It were a long one with that.
Yeah, well,
But it
I
did
forgot
take
to
us 7
change it.
o'clock. It did take us to 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
But,
Well, just past.
and don't say what about being with audio tonight, because we're doing all right so far.
Well, Kelsey says no sound for Bobby.
No, it's a bit of a delay, that's all.
Oh, okay.
So she's only just picked up on that. But if you put YouTube on at the same time as the other screen, it's slightly behind.
I've got it on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well,
So,
you can tell. Good evening, Kelsey.
evening, Kelsey, sweetheart.
Well, honest ghost, I hope you're all right there. You can tell it's a lighter night, can't you? Nice,
isn't it? It's cracking.
That reflects on your camera quality on your videos, doesn't it? You know, on your, like now, they're both very, very similar.
I've changed my camera a little bit today.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, because I looked a bit washed out yesterday.
Right.
So I thought I'd just see if I can make myself look a little bit as though I've got a tan, even though I can't have a tan because I don't go out. So, but I thought I'd give it a go. And I have got some extra light on my face from up the top there.
Oh, Bibby's in. He's complaining already. Look.
We're wrong way around, apparently.
Yeah, that's your job, Paul.
Well,
no what I can do about that, Bibby. Have a go at Paul.
I
hope you're well, Bibby, mate.
There you go.
That's better. It's funny, isn't it, how it always it does feel more comfortable this way around. It's silly,
does it?
Yeah.
I don't know. It all seems the same to me.
Yeah.
I really don't think it makes a lot of difference, quite honestly. But yeah. So how are we doing?
We're doing okay, mate. Yeah. Yeah. I've had a decent week, you know, since we last spoke. It cheers me up because the better weather. We've had a good week weather-wise, haven't we?
Yes, a few more days and then it'll drag back into rubbish.
That's what I like. I like that positivity, Paul.
Well, I'm only going by what Carol said this morning.
Carol
Kirkwood.
No.
Weather woman.
Oops, you're a BBC man, aren't you?
Yeah, I watch BBC in the morning for an hour.
Peter Levy and all that business.
I don't watch Peter Levy.
Well, he's a BBC man.
Yeah, but he's not on my fucking screen.
Shut up.
I'm not shutting up.
I've got to look after dogs. Wife's out.
All right.
So I've got one that yaps. It's female, obviously. Yap, 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 yap.
Ooh.
And it's I know it's not. And she's a Chihuahua.
Oh wow.
She's tiny.
Ankle biters.
She has the small dog syndrome.
Yeah, they're the worst ones.
She thinks she's 10 men.
Yeah.
But well, they're known as good watchdogs, not guard dogs, watchdogs, because they don't miss a thing. But
I've been great, but baby, thanks. Well, been as good as you can expect, I suppose.
Shut up. Are you all settled in now, then, Paul?
To a degree, yeah. I'm not sorted out yet, but I'll get there. I'm getting to do a little bit every day.
Do you not miss the old place?
No, not at all.
Mm.
And
no.
Yeah, I don't hear, you know, the at the old place, weekends was like living in Beirut, you know.
Oh, noise.
Alarms going all over the place and police and ambulances and fire engines up and down. Well, here, knack all here, because there's nothing passes. So, yeah, it's okay.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah. What your neighbours like? You met them?
I've met one. I haven't met any while I've been here.
Mhm.
when I came to have a look round, I knocked on the guy's next door to ask him, what it was like, and but I haven't seen him at all. I see him go out every day though.
Mhm.
Two of them go. I think they must go to the pub or something because they all bugger up about 11:30, and then come back round about 3ish. So they're going somewhere.
Yeah. Well, it's all about settling in. What's Bibby on about there? You christened the new place with a woman, Paul. Oh, bloody hell.
No, there's no chance of me christening any places with women. This is the only women I do now. That kind of women. I think Bobby might not make it for the hour.
No.
Right where he's going. You want to take a drink or something?
Yeah, I've got an inhaler, but I don't know where it's gone. I'm boss tonight because wife says I can be.
Right, that's nice of her, isn't it? But there you go.
She's only said that because there's only me and dogs. She comes through that door, it's all ends. I do as I'm told.
You've got to do. That's the way to be. But
so what's the standing on Levi? Is it his birthday today?
His birthday today, yeah.
Happy birthday, Levi! If you get to see this.
Well, he'll see it when he comes out, I presume. I presume we'll be having a look at stuff.
Yes. Thanks for kind words, baby. I know. I should. Sort this out.
Just go and find it.
I'll find it. It's probably on this desk here somewhere. But if I can't find it, if I need it, I'll go. I think I'll be all right.
Well, you sound as though you bloody need it, quite honestly. But saying that, I wouldn't know because I've never used one. So, I've never needed one.
You've been lucky then, because it's all they do is expand your windpipe. It gives you a bit more.
I've done that once or twice.
What's that?
Never mind.
Oh, hey, don't be rude. Don't be rude. Good job, Mrs. is out, isn't it?
It is really, yeah. There you go.
So where's Noxie tonight? Noxie's not in, is he? Bit of a partner.
Well, there's plenty of time, isn't there? There's plenty of time. But
he's off being a puff, says Big.
Yeah. Being a puff or having a puff, that's the difference, isn't there? I suppose.
Aye. It's, so what have you been up to this week then? Since I last saw you?
Well, you know the score. Yeah, just plodding on really. I've had a day trying to see if I could find my brother's father from his DNA. So I found two second cousins, which bring me in the right direction.
Yes,
but I got a bit pissed off because one of the well, you won't guess what one of the cousins is called.
Could be out.
What would piss me off?
Oh, it's not Axel.
No. No, Rose by any other name. No.
Go on, tell me.
His great grandfather, second name was Levy.
Looking chat there, look. You got it right.
Yeah, baby, you got it, mate. It wasn't Peter Levy, but Levy was his second name. And
you might be related somewhere online.
I won't. He's not in my line. He's in my brother's line. So as soon as I saw it,
indirectly, you would be.
No, we wouldn't.
Yeah, because
there's no fucking relation, Bobby. No matter what you say. Anyway, as soon as it came up, I clicked off. But I've had enough of that. I'm not doing any more of that today. So I closed it down.
Are you leaving? Are you still having meetings with you or chats with your Danish?
Yeah. No, not as often as I'd like, but yeah. About once every 2 weeks, we have an hour.
Because one of them understands English, don't they?
Oh, she's really good at. Well, she can speak 7 languages, so yeah. Yeah, baby, you're not wrong, mate. That's not the only reason I would like to thump my brother, quite honestly, but that's one of them. But there you go. Yeah, so.
Well, that's good that you're keeping in touch.
Yeah, so I have an hour, maybe once every 2 weeks with them. And then I have an hour on a Thursday night with my sister and my brother.
Well, that's nice. That's good, that.
Yeah, but he's boring.
Do you meet up with him online?
No, it's online. Well, I don't meet up with him. He's only next block.
I know you have your ups and downs with him, don't you?
Oh, he's a pillock.
Is he older than you?
Yeah.
He's your big brother.
Yeah.
To him.
Yeah. Of course I should. I don't, but I should. But yeah, he's does me head in. Really does me head in.
But have you had to go with your drone?
No, I haven't, matey. I've had the I don't know what you call it, but I've had it in it. Don't know what you call it. The wiry thing. You know?
I haven't a clue.
Yeah, well, you do. It's one of them things. Don't know what you call it. Charger. So yeah. So I've had it. I've put the charger on, and it's got all 4 green lights and that, but I haven't had a go yet.
Well,
I'll give it a go at some point.
You don't get long out of your battery, you know. I think you get about between 15 and 18 minutes. That's all. But
do you only have one battery?
I've got a set with a charger.
Yeah, so 3 batteries have you got?
I've got 3, yeah. But 15 to 18 minutes is quite a lot of footage.
Yeah.
You know, as you know, when you're making a video, 2 minutes is a long time.
It is, yeah.
Because I've made I don't know if you saw that when I put up. I went for my breakfast.
I did.
That took a fair bit of doing. Did that video? They're time consuming, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. You see, because it's not live, is it? It's you're producing it all, and then you have to come home and then go through it all and add and subtract and all that kind of crap.
Well, I was watching a vlogger online last week, and he makes a video every day, but he makes a living out of it, and I don't want to do one every bloody day.
Oh, okay, do my bloody head in.
He says he gets about 3 hours of footage, and edits it down to half an hour. So every day he's going through 3 hours of bloody footage to make an half-hour video.
Well, if he's making a living at it, yeah, 3 hours. It's only like going for a job, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? But if he's getting 3 hours of video, it's going to take him a good 3 hours to edit it down to 30 minutes.
It'll take him 3 hours to watch through it.
Yeah.
So it's a good half day to edit that every day. I don't fancy doing that.
It's not.
But he's making a living out of it. I don't want to do that. I'm not bothered about this.
No, It doesn't. I'm not.
I think you become a slave to it then. You know, if you do it for a month and you do one every day and you get all these views and you start making a few bob, you might get used, and they get used to brass.
Yeah.
Probably, they're caught up in it then, aren't they?
Yeah, you try and get a bit more then.
I don't want to do that.
No, I'm quite happy with plodding on doing what I'm doing. Quite honestly. You know, I've got nobody to answer to. I just get on with my life and do what I want to do.
What's happening with your genealogy channel?
I'm doing it. Well, I haven't been on my genealogy channel for a while, and I really do need to put something up. But you know, I do 3 people's trees. I do one with the DNA and 2 with just finding records and shit. But you know, you can't do a great deal because a day can be taken up on 2 or 3 people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get onto some records for some person, and you know you're pissing about for 3 or 4 hours on one person trying to make sure that what you're putting in is.
It's all cross-referencing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's right. So, evening, Black Queen. So, yeah, it's.
I don't think I could do that.
Oh, I quite enjoy it because I'm a bit of a nosy bugger, really. You know, I scour the bloody internet and, you know, Facebook and God knows what, trying to get photographs and, you know.
Yeah.
Because a lot, you know, you'll say to somebody, oh, I've got you in my tree or whatever. Can you send me a photograph? Oh, yeah, I'll send you one. And they never bloody do. You know, I think, just go onto their Facebook and go and nick one of theirs and see if you can find one that's decent.
I know when my cousin did our family tree. Evening, Sharon.
Evening, Sharon.
She come to me for some info, you know. Dates and birthdays and stuff like that, and full names.
Yeah.
But she said it's so important to have a full name. There can be if you haven't got a full name, it can make a difference and a date of birth.
It does. Even you know, it's really hard to explain, but you know, there's lots of people who do it online. You know, they all have their own trees and God knows what. But you can see the ones who are not that interested. It's the ones who copy. Somebody else will have a tree up and they'll have one mistake in it. Yeah. And then somebody else goes and adds their tree to their tree. And then somebody will add their tree to their tree. And before you know it, that mistake's gone through 40 or 50 different people. And it's a mistake.
Yeah.
Because all they've done is they've taken, I don't know, you know, the AI thing.
Yes.
Well, that's what Ancestry, MyHeritage, Find My Past, they all use AI. It reads the document and it says this is the information on the document. Well, half the time, well, maybe not half the time, but a lot of times, it'll pick up the wrong information. You know, it'll put an E instead of an A or a C instead of a D. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've got to go and look at the record to see what it's actually picking up. Now, I had one this afternoon where it was, I can't remember, the name was Joseph Edward Holt. And and it came up and it said, oh, we've got Joseph Holt, 1923, or 1921 it was, on the census. And it come up with the details, and I thought, well, that's pissing wrong. Those details are wrong.
Right.
So I went on to the 1921 actual image to have a look at the actual image. And when you look at it, you can see it's picked up the wrong information.
Right.
It's picked up the right information, but it's read it wrong.
Yeah.
Now, you know, if somebody says, "Oh yeah, Joseph, yeah, that's him, 1921. Oh yeah. His wife was Billie Jean King or whatever," and they just stick it in.
Yeah, well, these AI, they can only do what they're told. They've no common sense, have they?
Well, no, you know, I mean, it can only. You got to remember that what it's reading people's handwriting, and you know yourself. You'll see somebody's handwritten notes, and you think, "What the fuck does that say?"
Yeah.
And then you have to sit and try and work out. Oh, yeah, it's
decode it.
Yeah. Whereas AI doesn't do that. It looks and it says, "Oh yeah, that's that," and puts it in, and people believe it. That's the problem. And the second problem is people use married names. You know, so John Smith is married to Anne, and they'll put it in as Anne Smith. Well, that's not her fucking name.
Right.
You know, a name is a maiden name, not the married name. And, you know, all this crap about Mrs. Anne Smith, and you know what I mean? And then that's where they make mistakes then, because they're looking for Anne Smith rather than looking for Anne Hansen. You know?
Yeah.
And lots of people do it. Lots of people do it. And it just, you can't explain to some people. They just think,
with that AI, you're not going to get attention to detail, are you? And
no,
a lot of that game is attention to detail.
It gives you the idea. You know, you get in and you look, and it gives you the basics, and you say, "Yeah, that could be the person. I'll just go and look at the record and see if it is."
Reference it, yeah.
And then, you know, it'll come up with say 1939 register, and it's got a family of 6, and you know from your own tree or your own records that the head of the household had married twice, and his first wife died. But on the 1939 register, they're all called Smith.
Right.
And the mother's called Smith. So they all put it in. Well, it's the wrong Smith. If you see do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't work those things out.
No.
And it'll say on the document, you know, I think it's in the 21 census, or it might be in the 39. No, it's not. 21 census, I think. There's a column where it says married, single, divorced, widowed, or widower. And it doesn't read that.
Right.
So if John's put in John blah blah, widow or widower, and next one's his wife, well, it doesn't twig on that the next one on the list is not his first wife, it's his second wife.
Right. Yeah.
Because he's a bloody widower.
Yeah. I'm with you. Yeah. So
do you see what I mean? So silly little mistakes, and silly mistakes make big mistakes.
Of course they do. Yeah. Of course.
And you know, just get a bit upset sometimes. Yeah, but I've learned to just turn it off.
Oh yeah.
I just click off and go and make a cup of coffee, go and have a bit of read a book outside, and just calm down a bit, because it really gets me goat.
Oh yeah, because yeah, Shannon, happy birthday to Levi. We've said that earlier.
We have. Is Tom in the house? I can see somebody saying Tom. Is he in the house? Oh yeah, hi Tom.
Is it? Well, he don't show up on this one.
No, well, I don't know why it doesn't show up on that, but it's on the YouTube one. I can see it.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't show up on
we've had this before, haven't we? Where it doesn't show up on this one, but it shows up on the light on I don't know, on the YouTube channel.
I hope you're well, Tom. You're railed your nightmare.
Yeah, we can see you. We can see you, Tom. You're in the YouTube.
We can see you on
chat.
YouTube, but we can't
see you in
the stream chat.
The stream chat, but it don't make any difference because we've got both. I've got both up, so
I have.
That's why I keep turning my head to that way, so I can see. And then of course somebody put Sharon put Tom, so I knew you was in. So there you go. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it.
It's odd, Tom, because I've noticed before. We can't see you in stream, but we can see you on YouTube. So
yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just this bloody stream. It does me head in sometimes. But you know, that's life, isn't it? Things are sent to try us, and sometimes it'll succeed.
Yeah, I know, Sharon. You're a good lass, and you're first one to remember leave at times like this. I know, and it's nice that you've said that. Happy birthday.
So I think Sharon sent him a card, didn't you, Sharon Love? I think he did. I'm sure he said he got a card from Sharon. Or it was it might have been in the comments last night. I've had a sleep, haven't I? I've got to that age where I can't remember what happened yesterday morning.
Oh, you emailed him as well? I tell you what, he's got some good support, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. Yeah, he knows he's...
what do you want?
He knows he's loved, if that's the correct word.
Yeah. I'll just let this cat out. You know, I'm left with cats and dogs, and it's not but babysitting. 2 minutes.
So while you're letting your dog out, just have a look and see if you can find your snipper thing. You know, that snip thing. The snip test. I don't know what you call it. Oral instigator. Because there's something in the air. Anyway. So, Sharon, you emailed him today. Do you think you'll get a reply? I can see you on the stream now, Tom. I wonder what... I don't know how that's happened, but there you go. You've come on the stream now on the thing. So I can see you in both YouTube and on the stream now. So there you go. He's sorted it.
It's strange, isn't it?
Yeah. Seems to be sorted anyway. So whatever you've got, I bloody caught, I think, because I've
got a bit of a chest infection.
And
I haven't been too well this week, but I've taken out medicine, and I don't usually like to take cough medicine and all that because apparently it doesn't help cure it. It slows it down and it eases it.
Yeah.
So I've always been under the idea that you start taking stuff like that, you'll end up having it longer because it'll just prolong it.
Yeah.
But I've taken it this week. I've got that horrible phlegm on my throat, and it's horrible. Tight chest and what have you.
Yeah.
It'll clear. I'll get by.
Is it a blue one you use, or is it the brown one?
A blue one, yeah.
Do you have a brown one?
No, it's.
I know my daughter suffers in really bad, and she has. I think she has to have a brown one in the morning when she first gets up.
All right.
And then during the day, she uses a blue one. But she's had that all her bloody life.
Yeah, I have one in the morning. It's a circular one.
All right.
Flick it back and inhale it. One every day.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have the sabutamol, I think it's called.
Mm.
And
I'm only going by what I remember, from when she was at school. So I can remember it. When she was at school, I used to have to go down sometimes with the blue.
Right.
Because it had run out and got her another one, So And it might have changed now. I don't know.
I don't know.
I've no idea, quite honestly. Bobby's a puff, apparently.
Bibby. Not
Oh,
Bibby.
does it say Bibby? I've got. Hold on. Oh, yeah, it says Bibby's a puff. Sorry. I read it wrong.
Is he a Bibby? Hey, don't you be reading chat?
Oh, I'll have to put different glasses on. I might be able to read better.
Bibby says you're a puff. So.
Oh, me?
No. Bibby said Knox is a puff, and Knox says Bibby's a puff. So.
Oh, right. Okay, there you go.
So well matched, aren't they?
Yeah.
If that's the case.
Amoxicillin. That's a big word, isn't it? I can't even say it.
Antibiotics for your chest. I've had that amoxicillin, yeah. But you've got to learn to deal with it as you get older. You just do.
Yeah, you just plod on, don't you? Get on with life. Do what you do.
Live your life best you can.
Yeah, yeah.
I know some things you shouldn't do.
What, like?
Well, that's only down to once a fortnight now. It's just a bucket.
Oh, right.
I need plenty to notice.
Well, that's a good one.
But you've got to live a life where he said to me, the doctor once, he says, you need to stop smoking, stop drinking. It's not a joke, this. He says, I want you to cut out red meat, just white meat.
Yeah.
He says, all right. He says, what, do I do this a bit at a time? You need to start now. Do it now. I says, if I cut all that out and stop now doing that, I'll be dead in 6 months from boredom.
Yeah.
Because I've got to have some kind of life where a little bit of everything's good for you and everything's bad for you. You've got to moderate, haven't you?
Yeah. It's a bit like, last time I went for an MOT or whatever you want to call it, a long time ago, and this nurse said to me, what do you eat? So I said, well, I eat food. What kind of food? So I said, I'll have a curry now and again. Salads, all sorts. So she said, well, you need to be cutting down on butter.
Right.
And you need to be cutting down on red meat. And you need to be cutting down on... I said, I'm not cutting down on fuck all. Quite honestly.
Yeah.
I'm 60 years old. Do you think I'm going to start cutting stuff out? Well, it's not. It won't do you any good.
No.
You want to be having this for your breakfast. I said, I don't have fucking breakfast and I don't have lunch. I have dinner and that's it.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't go by like, you can't live like that. That's what I'm doing all right at the moment. And that's how I've always done it. Oh no, you need to cut down on that and cut down. And then 3 weeks ago, I got a letter from the hospital saying, when you come in, you've got to change your diet a week before you come in. We want you to eat, you can eat butter, fish, but not oily fish, red meat, blah, all this. And I thought, well, the tart before was saying don't, and they're saying don't. What?
Well, I've
does your head in.
They diagnosed me with type 1 diabetes last year sometime. Now I'm on a tablets for it, but they said that will not be forever because your body becomes immune to them. So, but eventually you end up with insulin. So I'm going to end up down that road. But they're same. You just watch what you eat. Yes, I do watch what I'm eating. But they said to me, right, when you go out, take a chocolate bar in your pocket. What for? Well, if you have a funny turn, you get some chocolate down you. So I said, I go out on a Friday night. I'll take 5 with me. I said, what for? So I'll leave one in each pub. I'll leave them there if I need them. It's got them. She didn't like it. Yeah, I've heard of that before. I know
what, Vic?
What Shannon's saying about putting it on your feet. Have you heard that story? And it
What,
worked.
Vic?
Mm.
It's a long time since I've had Vicky on my feet, I can tell you.
Well, wherever ailment is, if it's chest or whatever, put it on your feet, and apparently there's some connection, and it works.
Does it?
You put your wife told me, so I put some on my feet, put my socks back on, went to bed, and it worked.
She got up and left.
My 96-year-old pal ate everything but never processed food.
Yeah, I don't eat much processed food. But you know, I do, because I can cook. That's the thing. I can cook, so I can make my own stuff. I don't have to get, you know. So, yeah.
And it's always going to be nice, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I'm not going to complain, am I? I've done it my bloody self.
I've heard that the real honest ghost. You know, you've prostate cancer, but it's a big deal in men, isn't it?
Isn't it men only got prostates? Women don't have a prostate, do they?
No, but it's the biggest. I think the big one with women is breast cancer, even though men can get breast cancer. But the big one in men is prostate. You know.
Well, I'm all right because I check mine every afternoon.
Well, they don't have to put finger up anymore, you know. They do for you because you won't behave yourself, so they make you have hard way.
Yeah, they will.
No, it's a blood test. I had mine done with blood test.
Oh.
Well, if you don't behave yourself, they'll say we'll get rubber glove on.
Yeah, well, I had that twice. I've had that twice so far, so it don't make any difference. All adds to the glory of life, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's right. They're talking about that Vicks. Have you never tried that, putting it on your feet?
Well, I never needed Vic.
Have you, for a cold or a cough or?
Oh no, don't.
No.
No.
You get flour out. You rub it. You can put it on your chest, put it on your back, and but wife said to me that time, she says, put it on your feet. I said, give up. My feet are down here. No, put it on both feet. Put your socks back on before you go to bed. Put a bit on your chest. Get to bed. And I'll tell you what, I slept better. And I thought, how does that work? But it does. Some reason your feet are connected to your whatever. But at the same time, with diabetes, they check my feet because it can affect your feet. So I don't know how that works. She'll often check my feet when I go for my checkup. See how I'm doing. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's weird. But luckily, there's no prostate check.
I don't know, really.
So what have you got coming this week? Anything or nothing?
What have I got coming? Oh, I've got the doctor's phoning me up at lunchtime on Wednesday with some results. So see what they say, what she says.
Are you like me? The NHS has got more of my blood than me.
Well, I'm sick of, I'm sick of giving it. Don't know if you, I said last night, I don't know if you heard me say, I've been 6 times in the past 7 weeks. I've been 6 times to give blood. And this last time, I think it was Monday, and I went and I sat there and I said to her, is somebody drinking my blood at that bloody hospital? So she said, why is that? I said, because this is the 6th time. I mean, I've come every week. I said, I feel like Tony Hancock. You're taking it all out of one arm. Take it out of this one today.
Yes.
They don't find it funny, do they?
No. I said it to Ness. I says, you know, you've got more of my blood than I have.
Yeah.
You go in with a sniffle, we'll take some blood. Go in with a sore arm, we'll take some blood. That's all they ever seem to do is take blood. Either take blood or send me for an X-ray.
Yeah.
I know it's clever what they can do, with, you know, what they can see.
Yeah.
Very clever, isn't it? But once you start going, I told my mates, I said, once you hit 55, that's it.
Yeah.
You're there every week if you go to doctors. You can't go away.
I'm trying to. Tom's put women have seeing glands.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he's missed off the OB on the front of that? Don't know. What's a bloody seeing gland? Is it like a painting? Never heard of a seeing gland. Good heavens above.
It's a scheme. I'm looking now. Look, clever, isn't it? How you can look stuff. A scheme gland. It's skene,
Oh, right, okay.
and it's also known as paralateral or lesser vertebra gland. Has two small glands located near the opening of the urethra in females.
Oh, right, okay.
The female homology, or whatever, of the male prostrate. So yeah, he's right. He's dumb.
There you go then.
That's the equivalent of
a prostrate. Chilling off. Have you turned your electric off?
Why?
It's gone all dark.
Has it? I'll put a bit of light on then. But I get a terrible shadow look, don't I?
Oh, you got a big shadow behind you. Yeah.
I'll try other light. Is that better? That's better.
Yeah, that's behind you. Yeah. It's just that you went a bit dark, and I thought, what's happened? Has sun gone down or something in West Riding?
I'm gonna put Tom on our medical team because I've noticed before. He knows quite a lot. You know, when we mention stuff, he's quite knowledgeable when it comes to medical stuff. He's
yeah. Well, I really wanted to know about that. I can honestly say.
Well,
you learn something every day.
You'll know now. I said, what if somebody says what's a skene gland? You'll say, hold on, I know what that is.
Yeah.
It's in women and it's equivalent to what men have.
Aye.
Prostrate. You learn something every day.
So, no, I'm not going to go down that path. I'll forget that comment I was going to say.
Go on, so, dare you.
No, I'm not going to say it because no, it's going down the wrong path. It's just the way my mind works, quite honestly. You know, I've got I don't know what you call it, a filthy mind. That's what you call it.
Sharon, thank you for popping in, darling. And you take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon.
We will, Sharon, love. Take care. Missing you already. Come back real soon.
Oh, you want? Hey, I'd want Sharon on my side if there were bother. She doesn't take no prisoners. Sharon,
take care because we care.
Yes, we do. She's lovely, Sharon. She's got her hands full with her husband. He's, you know,
yeah.
He's not. He's got issues, you know, with his eyesight and everything else.
I'm just going to ask a really silly question, Bobby. What behind your head?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a window behind your head?
That?
Yeah.
No, there's two doors. That's a bit.
Yeah, I know, but what's between the two doors?
It's a trim.
Oh, right, because it looks like a brick wall.
It does. It's wallpapers, that.
Oh, right, okay.
I
thought it was a window and you could see the brick wall outside. Yes. Just goes how thick I am, doesn't it?
I feel more comfortable at this side rather than.
Yeah. No, I'm not knocking it. It's just I just thought it was a window.
Plus now, Mrs. can come in while I'm doing this, and it keeps quiet. It don't matter. But
yeah.
It's like coming in when it were live, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, right. We're learning something every day. Tom says, "My missus knowledge, not me." Bobby. She's a holistic therapist. What's an holistic therapist?
Well, just ask Google. It'll tell you. I can't explain what it is. I know what it is in my head, but I can't explain it.
Right.
Holistics. But yeah.
Holistic meaning. Characterized by the belief that the parts of something is interconnected and that can be explained only by reference to the whole. Medicine. Characterized by the treatment of the whole person, taking into account mental and social factors rather than just...
Yeah, there you go.
So basically she deals with ailments that can, like we said, with his feet and how it's connected to you.
Yeah, well, it's like reflexology and all that kind of...
Yeah.
Tom's already put reflexology there, look. But yeah, it's just the whole.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's not just, I'm going to treat you for earache. It treats you for lots of things to get rid of the earache. You know what I mean? Earache might not be the right word, but yeah.
Well, Mrs. Tom's on the medical team on this channel now, then. So if we need to know out, we're coming to you, Tom. Keep on standby.
Do you know we're copying them, spluttering like a pair of old goats? And
we've just got through winter. That's when you should be coughing and splurting, not in spring. You know, my favourite tree is the cherry blossom.
Knowledge. Oh, I thought you were going to say the tree of knowledge.
No, he's a cherry blossom. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that tree because it cheers me up, makes me smile.
Yeah.
And now is when it's out. It's starting to come out now. But give it another 3 weeks or so, it'll be all on flower. It'll be everywhere on flower. But I love that. I love that tree. And I've got a favourite one that I see when I go out. And it's like when it all drops, it's like bloody snow on everything.
Yeah.
The flower, it's everywhere. Yeah. A bit of pointless information.
Not an apple tree then.
No. It's a.
I like them big trees that have got those hanging thing. I can't, like a pussy willow thing coming down.
Willow.
Is that what they call them? I don't know, but I think it's a really pretty tree.
It seems to grow over and down.
Yeah, like long hair.
That's right. It's
yeah. I think that's quite nice.
Right down. Yeah,
we have a couple of them round here.
Is it weeping willow? Is that what
no, it could be that.
It
could be. I don't really know. I just know it looks nice. It's when it's in its prime, like.
Yeah, Tom's like me.
Weeping willow. There you go, Black Queen. That's the one.
Yeah, weeping willow.
Yeah. Cherry blossom. I used to put that on my shoes.
That way. Shoe polish, yeah. Cherry blossom, aye.
I used to have to buy a tin every week of bloody cherry blossom.
Cherry blossom, aye.
We used to get we used to get 10 bob a week pay when I was in the army, as a young lad.
Aye.
And you'd queue up for an hour, put your salute up, put your hand out, and they put a 10-shilling note in your hand. And you think, oh, great. And then they march you all down to the nappy, and you have to get a tin of polish, 2 new bootlaces, 4 razor blades. By the time you finished, you had 2 bob left to last you the week.
Right. Yeah. I used to use oxblood. Remember oxblood polish?
Yeah.
Don't seem to do that anymore, do you? Don't see anybody polishing shoes, but they don't like shoes like they used to, so as it sounds.
Well, because shoes are they're a throwaway item now. Nobody, you don't take your shoes to be done.
Well, we've got a cobbler in our town, and he does more cutting keys and stuff like that than he does
because they just chuck shoes. Oh yeah, those shoes got all in. Oikum. But those, the days of going and getting the leathers done on your shoes have gone.
You used to get the leather soles, but new leather soles, and then they used to have something called a seg.
Yes, they did.
Little metal, and apparently it protected your sole.
It did.
But didn't
my sole's been protected all my life.
But didn't have them in army, because they used to sound like segs.
No, we never had. We had. Well, you'd call them hobnails, but it's on the bottom of your boots. It had like rivets into the sole.
Right.
Loads of little rivets into the sole.
When you see them drill sergeants marching, they make a right racket with the boots.
It's because the boots are hobnail boots, basically, but they're not hobnails as such. That's just a word. But
yeah, they don't have that pride in. My granddad used to do his own cobbling. He had a little shed in back at it was a little stone building. He used to do it, and he'd do neighbours' shoes for him as well.
Yeah, my mum used to do my shoes. She'd just get some cardboard, cut it out, and put it inside. There you go. That'll last another week.
Oh yeah. Well, when I went going to school, it was always Sunday night. Make sure your boots are cleaned, your shoes are cleaned.
Aye.
If you ever saw me pull my feet out of my shoes with laces fastened, bloody hell, I get a right clip round lugs.
Oh, I did, yeah.
Or backs that shoes were pushed down, so you go mad.
A purple tree. I don't know what a purple tree is, quite honestly, Tom, to tell you the truth. You're saying lilac blossom.
Yeah, they're on about blossom.
I don't know.
They're on about blossom trees. They're on about apple blossom.
Well, apple blossom isn't purple, is it?
No, but they're on about it, and cherry blossom, red and white. Well, purple, a little bit lilac blossom, won't it?
Right. Well, you're saying that because you've just read it.
Yeah, I just said so.
Good heavens
above. The doc tells it the petals drop off very quick.
Yeah.
They only last probably about 3 weeks, to be honest. But it's the area stays lovely because all the petals are on the grass, and I know I'm a bit sad, but I think it makes me smile when I see a blossom tree.
It's like snow.
It's like snow. I'm a very simple man, and
I've been told that before.
My favourite flowers are a daffodil. So
yeah,
it's a cheap little flower, but it's such a smiley flower. It's such a happy flower to me.
Yeah,
it
is. Yeah,
you can get them anywhere. I mean, wife will come back regular from supermarkets. She'll say, "Oh, I've got these." She got some last week. 60 pence. They've been reduced. There should have been £1 for half a dozen daffodils, and she'll put them in a vase, and they'll come out. And I love seeing flowers. Me, yeah.
Aye.
Some will say I'm sad, but that's how I am.
Yeah, not necessarily. We all have these.
Do you think, Paul, as you get older, you appreciate things more?
You do, yeah.
Like nature and things.
Yeah, you do. You do. I don't know if as you get older, as
I don't know. I think what I think
you just get to a time in life where the hustle and bustle of life.
Yeah.
You get past it, you get past that.
Yeah.
And you're not at that age where you're running around trying to find somebody who you can mate with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All that hustle and bustle, and
Well, I think as you get older, you slow down, and we're slowing down because your metabolism slows you down.
Yeah.
You tend to see things and appreciate things more because you've time to look at them and study them. Like I say, I'll appreciate a bit of nature, a nice tree or whatever. Whereas, like you say, years ago, I'm more interested in where I'm getting my next quid from, or what can I have something better than my mate? Can I get more money?
Yeah.
And all that.
Yeah.
We're still building life, weren't you?
Yeah, you get past that stage, and you don't. It's not a case of getting old. You don't. You just get to a time in your life where yeah, you're quite happy with
going
on with what you're doing, and it's there's no pressure from anywhere to unless of course you're married and there's pressure from the other half. But
we'd all like things in life, you know. But I think you get to a point where you're like, well, if I've got it, I've got it, and I haven't.
Yeah.
There's no way.
That's like my sex life at the moment. Nil.
It's not what it's meant out to be, Paul. It can be a chore.
Yeah, I can honestly tell you, Bobby, it's never been a chore for me.
Hey, you've gone.
Look, I've gone. I've disappeared. Camera's turned off. That's because I was talking sex.
We can hear you, but I can't see you.
Oh, good heavens!
Oh, there you go.
Turned off.
Is it?
Do you think somebody's watching?
Is it? Do
you know that might be my mum in the background?
Is it on a timer?
No, it'll be mum in the background. She started, I started talking about sex, and she turned the bloody camera off.
Is that your daughter in chat?
Where? Which one?
Black Queen.
No.
I thought that was your daughter.
No.
All right. Don't want your daughter in chat if you're talking about sex. Last thing you want to think about, isn't it?
I don't know why.
Well, come on. Nobody wants to think of their mum and dad having sex, do they?
Well, I can honestly say I don't. But you'd have to go and dig her up.
Anyway. Well, we've come to that time again, Paul.
Oh, get away with you.
Yeah, we've... oh, look. Kelsey's censored us anyway.
I think she was saying my camera censored me.
All right.
I don't know why, it just turned off. Never done that before.
All right.
Yeah, Queen Cheg's my daughter.
Thank you.
Well, Queen Cheg is one of my daughters. I do have another one.
Right.
And she occasionally comes in, but quite a lot of the time she'll sit and watch afterwards. Puts it on her big screen, you know, streams it onto the television and and sit and have a laugh at her dad.
I'd have told you, Queen Cheg, if I'd have known, but it's too late now. 5 minutes ago, you'd have turned off when you start hearing your dad talking about sex.
Well, Queen Cheg's not in.
No, but she watches it later.
No, I wasn't on about Queen Cheg watching it. I was on about my other daughter watching it.
All right. Anyway, you've got a message for you, Paul.
Hold on, I'll just see. Can't hear it. Don't shoot the messenger. I shot the sheriff. I don't know about shooting the bloody messenger. Go on, just throw it at me, mate.
Don't shoot the
You'll only upset me for an hour.
Here it comes.
Anyway, so
right. Well,
I'm just waiting for the message.
Yeah. While he's doing that, I'll say bye-bye to everybody, but I'll stay on.
Yeah.
And then Paul can take over. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in again. It's lovely to see you all. We enjoy us Monday nights. You fancy, I like what Black Queen's put there. Duo comedy act, you two.
I don't know about that. Two old geezers, that's what we are.
There you go.
Oh, right. Wow.
So I'll say goodbye and I'll sit back and let Paul take over and have his say.
Well, I'm impressed, Tom, that he's done that. Takes a big man to know when he's wrong. But there you go. It doesn't make it any better for me, but yeah. So anyway, folks, thanks for coming. And Tom, I'm sure Kelsey will pass that message on because she'll be talking to him a lot quicker before me. And he'll appreciate it. I'm sure he will. But thank you. So anyway, folks, thanks for coming. And just remember, click the like.
Yes.
Because it all helps. It not only helps me, it helps Bobby G. And if you put a comment, you know, I read every comment. I answer. If there's a decent thing in the comment, I'll answer it.
Can I just ask you, Paul, Kelsey, where can Paul go see that apology if he thinks he needs to see it?
I don't want to go and see it.
No, I'm just saying it's there.
What are you asking Kelsey for?
Because Kelsey said she's seen it and he seems sincere.
Oh, right. Well, yeah, he might do.
But
yeah, I'm not going down that path anyway. So
no, but he's apparently apologising to Levi and family.
Yeah, right.
Right, okay.
No, I'm not going down that way, but it takes a big man to apologise.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's apologised, that's fine. I don't need to go and see it. That's fine. I presume if Kelsey's seen it, she'll be taking it. She'll be telling Levi. Anyway, you look like someone out of the X-Files, Bobby. What are you doing?
Why? What am I doing?
Ah! Anyway, folks, thanks for coming. Just remember, Bobby's got his own channel there. He does a bit of vlogging now and again. And
yeah, come across the real honest truth. I'm started doing a bit of vlogging about, and I have a little chat with everybody.
Yeah.
But other than that, you'll find me on a Monday night with Paul. Paul does a Sunday night regarding his grandson and an update. Yeah, that's it.
I haven't got many more to do, Bobby, you know.
No.
I'm nearly down to single figures.
I must admit, I'm looking forward to when Levi does come home.
So am I.
And I'm looking forward to seeing you both do an
No, I don't know about that, but I'm looking forward to him coming home. Anyway,
doing a life together, because I don't want him. I'll be honest with you. I don't want him going back to all that bloody rubbish.
No, I don't.
If he's going to talk to anybody online, he should be you. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, folks, thanks for coming. Just remember, live long and prosper. TTFN. Take care.
No.